A refuse truck is one of the few pieces of equipment I've never driven in my 40 years in this business. I was pretty excited when Mack invited me to drive the new LR model, which stands for Low Entry Refuse. It's used primarily for residential trash collection. As my late mother was fond of reminding me, I had wanted to be a garbage man from the time I was 4. I was finally getting my chance. I was escorted on this test drive by Mack's vocational brand manager and refuse truck expert Curtis Dorwart. While the LR seems exceptionally well suited to the task and designed with every contingency in mind, even it couldn't overcome my shortcomings. The truck has both left and right driving positions, the left mostly for on the road, the right for trash pickup. Once I figured out the controls and developed a little finesse, it was pretty easy to grab those trash cans, but my hat goes off to real refuse collection drivers. So we're in right-hand drive mode. I'm over on the right side of the LR here. I'm going to try and pick up that trash can over there. First time driving from the right-hand side, so put in D for drive. Oh, geez, we're moving. Okay, here we go. You all set, Curtis?
I'm ready.
Let's go do some damage. So we got a big Corrado can out here in front of the truck. It's sticking out there about 8 feet or so. The steering axle's a couple of feet behind me. So this dynamic of driving this vehicle is totally different than I'm familiar with. And of course, I'm on the right-hand side. Well, I guess I'm supposed to have my seatbelt on here, right?
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, YouTube. Okay, there's the belt. No, that's not going to work. Okay, I'm restrained. If I was a professional and actually knew what I was doing, I'd be able to time this on and off the throttle and the brake to pick up that can in a fraction of the time it obviously takes me. But that's the essence of how a trash collector makes his or her money. It's speed. They get paid to pick up so many trash cans on a route, and they can do it in 4 hours. Great. If they can do it in 8, well, that's what they're paid for, but do it in 4, you're in twice the money in half the time. Okay, so here we are. Don't have to set my brake. Grab the can and knock it right over. Okay, now I can demonstrate this parking brake here for you. So that's not a full-on parking brake. That's a 60-pound application to the service brakes, and it puts the transmission into neutral. So when I hit down on this, I don't have to reach over and set the parking brakes and hit the transmission into neutral. Another time saver, I just pull this down and it's not going to go anywhere. Now I can safely leave the truck and set that trash can back up again. For these guys, a trip down a city street is pretty much full throttle, full brake. Full throttle, full brake, all the way down the street. Hard on the equipment, but these Macks are built to take that kind of punishment. The big blue bin on the front is called a Corrado can. When it's full, the driver tips it into the packer body of the truck. An additional challenge for the driver is remembering to check overhead clearance first. You wouldn't want to do this under electrical wires or on a tree-lined residential street. Okay, so now I got to make my lifting bucket retract so we can drive out of the neighborhood and onto the next street. So over here to the control panel, and I've got my auto lift. So that's now engaged. And I just pull back on this.
Red button.
Hit the red button. Hold it.
Tilt her back.
And tilt her back. And nothing's happening. See, I think I'll stick to writing magazines and making videos.
Pumps on. Oh. The reason why.
Well, because I'm on that control from that side.
Yep.
Now, okay, because this truck's a dual-sided control, I was operating it before from the right-hand side. Now I'm back on the left. I have to set those 2 switches to control from the left side of the truck. That's to prevent inadvertent, somebody over there pressing a wrong button while I'm operating from this side. Anyway, press the rain button on the joystick, pull it back, and there goes the lifter. I hold that in place until I get my green light. There, the hydraulics are slowed down, the bucket is stowed. I'm now at 13 feet 6 inches, and I can proceed to my next destination. Pretty cool. All the operating controls on the LR are duplicated because it's designed to be driven from either the right-hand or the left-hand side. That means the driver has to be proficient with the joystick with both hands. The right-hand seat folds up into a sort of ledge the driver can lean against while standing at the wheel. There's a protective footrest over the pedals, so if there was a passenger there, they wouldn't actually touch them while the driver was operating from the left side. The right-hand door can fold half open or swing back and latch against the cab. The step up into the cab is just 17 inches above the ground, making entry and egress safe and easy. There's little wasted space in the LR cab, but Mack has saved some room for driver amenities like 2 beverage cup holders and 2 spots for large 2-liter bottles. There's a storage rack on the back wall for clipboards and other flat stuff, as well as a tray for pens, phones, keys, and personal stuff. The cab roof is designed to prevent guck from leaking from the trash bins and messing up the windows. There's a rain gutter of sorts around the roof that channels any mess away from the glass. There are mirrors everywhere to help you see above and around the cab, and there's even a camera system with a bright split-screen display for side and rear vision. Well, that was a quick tour of how to operate Mack's new LR refuse truck. In the road test video, we'll get out on the road and see how it handles. I came away from this test drive with a whole new appreciation for the work refuse drivers do, and as you'll see in the test drive video, it's not the kind of driving job that you can let your guard down even for a second. At the Mack Customer Center in Allentown, Pennsylvania, I'm Equipment Editor Jim Park.